One card at a time can really change the way we live.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Creative Stamping and my Be Creative tip of the week. As many of you know, Stampin' Up! Launched a brand new catalog in June of 2019. And in the very back, you're going to find cutting and embossing products. You may recall that Stampin' Up! Has changed manufacturers. And so our dies are a little bit different, and so are our embossing folders. You're going to find all of the embossing folders in the Stampin' Up! Catalog on pages 198 and 199. You're going to also notice that the folder impressions are in two different colors. And so the terracotta tile color are all of the 3D embossing folders in the catalog. And then the purple posy embossed images are the regular embossing folders. The new blue plate makes up the difference in measurement between the old style dynamic embossing folders and our new style 3D folders. The 3D embossing folder plate replaces the standard cutting pad. Let's quickly review the sandwich for the older embossing folders. This is the subtle embossing folder, and it is a dynamic one, meaning it's extra thick, and so we'll only need one cutting pad. You'll start with your Big Shot platform, your embossing folder, remember to insert your paper, and one cutting pad. Once you roll this through your die cutting machine, you'll have the impression. Now with our brand new 3D embossing folders, they're created a little bit differently. And so I'm going to be using the brick and mortar, and this is the item number. Now notice that it's not a dynamic embossing folder. Dynamic embossing folders are what we used to have. And beginning in June of 2019, we are not using dynamic embossing folders. So to create our sandwich, you're going to use your Big Shot platform, and then you're going to lay your embossing folder on top of it. And again, this is where you would insert your paper. The folded edge is going through the die cutting machine first. And this is where you use your new blue plate. This is the 3D embossing folder. And right here is the item number. Once this is rolled through, you'll have a beautiful impression. It can be really tricky to remember some of these embossing folder sandwiches, and so I came up with a color coding idea. Whenever you're working with a 3D embossing folder, you're going to want to use this cutting pad. And I decided to use blue circles on the folder. That will remind me that I need to use this folder. Here is a brand new embossing folder for this year. It's called Brick and Mortar. And again, I've also put another blue circle up here. So I'm reminding myself several times that I need to use the 3D embossing folder. I've also included the item number. Now, a few extra tools that I used for color coding are the Avery color coding labels. And you'll see the different colors that they come in. And then I also used my P-Touch Brother label machine. So follow the directions for typing and creating labels. Add your color coding stickers. And the next time you emboss with a 3D embossing folder, you'll remember that you need the 3D embossing folder pad. It's item number 149658, and it retails for $10 US. Thanks so much for joining me today and my Be Creative tip of the week.
One card at a time can really change the way we live. Focused on the sharing and the chance we have.